Alright guys, so I haven't tested out Kasi yet, so that's why we're gonna do some damage comparison real quick against some of the other fellas UC series units. So we got Zeta and Qubeley. Qubeley is definitely in a weird situation because it gets stronger if you have new Xeon allies in the team as well. So I might be tempted to just try that out because obviously if I'm just testing it straight out like that, I'm not really giving Qubeley like at its best performance. Same thing for Xi Gundam because whenever we have Earth Federation enemies, it actually gets an extra 20% stat bonuses. So I might have to do two separate testing, but the initial one is simply just gonna see how much damage we can just kind of do to the UC series bosses. The three mobile armors, the big exam, not the big exams actually. It's gonna be Queen Meza, and then there's the Psycho Gundam, and then there is a big exam, right? Yep, there is a big exam as well. So I guess I'll start out. I'm not gonna activate any buffs. I'm just gonna naturally go in and see what's going on. So if we are to hit, let's say not Qubeley, what is it, Psycho Gundam, Kasi is looking at 107. I just want to quickly check. I don't think we're getting any additional buffs. No, this is only for the movement actually, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So I'm not gonna activate anything. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, just natural. So yeah, 7,200 for the EX skill damage right there. So see, it's gonna bull or it's just gonna attack. So it's alright. Well, I meant to see the animation because I haven't actually seen it. I should have played the animation for you guys. Alright, so we did 107, right? So now let me actually restart, and now we will attack with Qubeley. Same thing with Qubeley, we're not going to be activating anything for this round specifically, or I don't even think we need to, honestly. If we're just trying it out naturally, it's just like that. Qubeley is hitting harder, actually. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. What's the difference here? So this one, what are we at? Yeah, this one is a little bit different because this one is MP up, so I think I should have activated everything. You know what? Let's just do that. Yeah, let's go for that. Activate everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, should pop everything. Might as well. Alright. Yeah, you guys can see the movement now for Kasi. It is actually a lot. A lot of coverage. That's crazy, dude. Okay, so what are we looking at? 178. Okay, because we got the MP up, and essentially we're getting increased damage by 30 and then weapon power increased by 20 as well. So we are getting a lot in here. But when we hit it, it's still 107, so nothing really changes right there. Alright, 107. So I think the worst ability actually is for Zeta. Zeta has healing, it has crit rate, so those are not really, those are, you can call them like tangible stuff in a way, or non-tangible, how we want to say it. So they're not something you can like immediately get, because crit rate is kind of like, it's not really that good if like the base crit isn't that high. Alright, let's go with this. So it's 172. And keep that in mind, Qubeley does not have the MP up. So you have to factor in an extra 30% if we want to match it. So that is kind of like this, the skill differences makes it like it certainly makes the biggest difference in a way, but when we actually hit the unit, it's roughly about 4,000 in difference. So there you go. Gonna do it one last reset. This one we'll use Zeta. Zeta, I'm scared now. I'm actually scared. Alright, so where's Zeta? Let's see how Zeta's gonna do. And are we gonna reach? Yeah, we'll reach it. high speed, 155. Skip the crit. So power, yeah, power on Zeta is actually just as strong as the other ones. 93. Ooh. So Zeta is the weaker one if we don't crit. Let's see. If we crit, will be good. 102. Alright. That's fair. So yeah, I definitely want to say Qubeley, Performance, and Cassie are right about the same. But you have to factor in that Cassie does have 2 follow-up attacks, while both Zeta and Qubeley only has 1 additional. So even though Qubeley and Cassie are hitting roughly about the same right now, but if you factor in an extra attack, you're doing way more damage at that point. So there's that. But lastly, just for the other demonstration, I am gonna hop into a stage where we can find some, like we can actually find some Earth Federation units for enemies. Then I think that should be better. So I'll be back. Alright, so I pretty much spent like a few minutes to see are there any Eternal Road stages that I can fit both Qubeley and Cassie together to kind of do like a last testing, but actually there really isn't. I was thinking I can put them both into the Rivals tags, but that's actually for Penelope. I forgot Cassie is actually the protagonist of Hathaway Flash movie, so so instead of what we'll do, we will actually just beef up Qubeley. Here we are having a full squad of just new Xeon units here. So we'll just kind of see in a testing environment how strong Qubeley would be then. I would definitely say they're definitely both neck and neck, and for Qubeley it might come out on top because it has like, because when we originally tested, we haven't even factored in like the MP up or any of that. So now that we have an extra 20% stat if I recall correctly, so yeah, 211 or 298. I think we were at 2 or 172 or something like that. It was definitely within like the 170 range. So we definitely jumped up by quite a lot, and when we actually hit is 118. So we were at 104, so now we went up by 14,000 in terms of damage. So this is what we're looking at, and keep that in mind, this is without the MP up, so we're still missing an extra 30% damage potential that we can do. On Cassie end, we will be missing 20% actual stats, because none of these units are actually Earth Federation. So there's that. But they're both, I would definitely say it, around the same performance wise, with the exception that Zeta definitely is getting to a point where it's getting phased out. So is that looking good for Zeta? But I mean, if they're just gonna be pumping out a lot of these like Psycom new type machine from especially like the UC series, yes, Zeta is getting cooked for sure. But I mean, other than that, that's going to be pretty much it for this testing, because I don't think I can, because there's just not like a way I can evenly test out both unit using the same enemy, same stat line. There really isn't. So yeah, well, we'll definitely say Qubeley and Cassie they're roughly about the same, while Zeta is definitely not good anymore. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be it, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.